I'm going to be explaining how to use a few different apps here for an app smash. So we're going to use the app that is made by ABC, which would be a word cloud app that you can then save to your camera roll and in the end publish to KidBlog or your blogging platform of choice. So let me walk you through some of the options that you could do with this app itself. So let me get word clouds opened up here. Once this app opens up, you're able to create a word cloud much like you could on a computer. In this box I can go in and type in the words that I want to use for my word cloud. Now some options that I've had students do before is create adjectives versus adverbs, and so they had to list off a bunch of adjectives and then list off a bunch of adverbs, and then when they posted it to KidBlog, their classmates would then go and look at that word cloud and then have to list the adjectives that were in that word cloud. You could do the same thing with nouns versus like verbs or action verbs, where they are creating a word cloud and posting it to KidBlog, and the students had to go back and guess what nouns were represented or what verbs. So I'm going to do the noun and verb word cloud to kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about. So if I was going to do, we'll just make this simple. So if I was going to do nouns and verbs, we'll put in a bunch of nouns, and then we'll put in a verb, but once I have a decent amount of nouns and verbs, I can go ahead and generate my word cloud. So it's got my word cloud created. I can go ahead and customize it with the features that are up at the top as far as randomizing the words, the color, the layout, the font of the words. When it's done though, what I would do is I would take a screenshot of this word cloud that I've created. Once I have that saved to the camera roll, I would then go into KidBlog. And once I'm on KidBlog, I would then be able to create a new post. So I'd go ahead and click on new post, and I would go ahead and title, let's say noun versus verbs. And then I would go ahead and in my options down at the very bottom right, I can insert a picture. So I'd go ahead and click on that picture, add it from my library since I already took a screenshot of it and saved it to my camera roll. I could choose the size that I would like to use. It would go ahead and upload. When that picture is finally added, I could then go ahead and click publish. So if I went ahead and clicked publish, what you're going to see is a completed post with a title and that word cloud as that post. So the next step for this would be then that the peers of this student that created this would then go to this blog post and leave a comment with their guess. Now before this I would have to tell them as a teacher, hey, you're going to go on to your classmates' blogs today and do a hunt for verbs. So they would know then to go leave a comment, and out of all of those words represented, they would only have to leave a comment in this comment box with the actual verbs that were represented in that word cloud. And then they could go ahead and submit comments. So again, this was an app smash using word clouds, your camera roll, and KidBlog. And not only requires your students to understand the difference between a noun and a verb when they create this, but then it also creates another element where students can collaboratively go on to the KidBlog and use the KidBlog as the vehicle for their collaboration to go ahead and demonstrate their understanding of nouns versus verbs. So again, that would be an example of how to use this as an app smash.